Panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
Yo, what's up guys, Biggie Wills here. Today I'm gonna show off my Gravekeeper deck, which is, as you can tell, it is a Deathwish deck. So I'm gonna talk about each card and why it's useful, why multiples are not useful. We're gonna talk about the leader first. So in this patch, it seems like people are moaning about the Unseen Elders unplayable. In my opinion, it's actually still playable. In this deck, Unseen Elders used as a utility card to pop off Deathwish and increase your Nekka's power. Don't think of this as a giant boost, like a big card on the board. If it gets Scorched, it gets Scorched. It's more of a body block for Scorch and stuff. Next we have the Nekkars. The Nekkars are a good Deathwish card, and this is a consumer variant deck. But Nekkars in this deck can only go to a maximum of 10 points, but that's all you actually need, because you're usually using the Cyclops to throw the Nekkars at opponents to kill off certain things and bring Nekkars back to the board. Next we have Arcus Spore. I have a one-off for this because having multiples of this is actually not a good idea. I've tried it out, it's not good. But having the one-off can be good. It survives Tremors, it survives anything that decreases it, but it doesn't survive Allah's Thunder or Manticore. But I really doubt people are going to use Manticore's Venom or Allah's Thunder on this, because it's got a really powerful Deathwish ability. Next is we have two Earth Elementals, keeping in the Deathwish and the Tempo for the carryover. This deck does not need carryover, but I felt like Earth Elemental was needed in this deck, just because it's a good 6-point drop, and if you go first you can just deploy it. Alright, okay, so next we have one Ekimara. Just a standard thing, it's one of your Deathwish triggers. Gets rid of Deathwish unit and it activates. Okay, so next, this is interesting. I tried to play 2 and 3 of these. It does not work at all. Like, it's good support, but it's too much, it's too slow. So I only have a one-off just to get me that extra boost over. Very interesting card, but it's still in trying it out. Next, I have 2 Rot Fiends. Rot Fiends are extremely powerful, really powerful. Like, you consume this with Unseen Elder, and they have a lot of stuff on one row. You're just decreasing their power by so much. Like, if they have 5 units on the roll, that's value gained. A lot of value is gained from. I'm surprised they even made a card like this. Next, on the Siege rolls, you have your supports for the deck with the Cockatrice and the Ekimara and the Unseen Elder. You have Cyclops. So what this does, you destroy an ally and damage your enemy by the destroyed ally's power. But if the ally is a Deathwish, you strengthen this by 3. So let's say the Nekkars is at 6 points and you want to kill an axe. You destroy the Nekkar, you deal 6 damage to the Axeman, you gain half the Nekkar's power plus the other Nekkar that comes out. You're getting value from this. Now, I would particularly not try and use this and Rot Fiend together unless you have a plan, which I'll explain later on in the gold cards. This card is I think it's really good, but to be honest, I think it should be agile. Like, I have a point where I have too many same units on the row and it just gets ignited. It's really bad. Okay, next, which is the massive support for this deck, Griffin. Deploy, trigger the Deathwish of a bronze ally. So we have Nekkar, Arcus Spore, Earth Elementals, and Rot Fiends as our bronze allies Deathwish. It may not seem a lot of Deathwish cards, but it works. You don't need that many Deathwish cards, you need about probably less Deathwish cards and probably more support for it. It's the basis of the deck. You could always get rid of the Cockatrice and add in another Griffin, but in my opinion, I think 2 Griffins is enough. Having 3 is a bit too much. And we have one first light because there's a lot of heavy weather in Skya's spell or Spellatile decks. It just gets rid of weather. Could also use it to rally. Next is probably one of the most surprising changes for monsters, which is Shadow. This used to trigger the most free left units of Death Wish cards. Now, when you play a bronze monster Death Wish unit from your deck. So it's like a deck thinning, more likely. So even if you don't get a Necker in your hand, and you get Shadow, you could always play Shadow and play Necker, which is really good. This card is a staple for this. I don't think you can even replace this card. Okay, next we have Move Road. Just a staple card again. Locks a unit, decreases its power by half. Pretty good card overall, and I love the animation for that. Next we have Toad Prince. They changed the name, and I like this card because instead of consuming first and then draw a card, you now draw the top card from your deck and then you consume a card in your hand. If it's a special card, you boost it by 5. So if you have a first light and it's useless in your hand, you could always deploy this. You draw a card and you can continue the first light. It's a 10 drop. It also recycles cards. It thins your deck out. All that. Pretty decent card, and it also goes towards your neck cards for consuming. Necker's Katakan, same. It goes towards the points for the neck cards, but also it destroys your opponent's graveyard. It's something just to counter Skellige Glyph or any other decks that counter stuff in the graveyard, even your own monsters. The last other card I have is Monster Nest. Why Monster Nest? Because with this new patch, Rot Fiend can be summoned with Monster Nest, and that's 11 drop. You use Monster Nest, you summon a Rot Fiend with 11 power. They're not going to touch that because it has a Death Wish to just damage all units in the opposing row by 2. It's just ridiculous. You could also summon Araka's Behemoth for the consume type to summon Arceus, which I'll show you in a minute. You can summon this, but you probably get more value from the Rat Fiend. You could also summon Foglet, which I wouldn't recommend. Ghoul is an interesting card to summon, but I still don't think it's worth summoning. Arceus is not worth summoning from the card. What else can you summon? You can summon Drowner. Drowner is really optional if you need to summon Drowner. I think that's all you can summon. Alright, for gold card. Okay, Gills is in this deck because it's a deck thinner as well. I struggled that deck thinning this deck is really hard, but given the options, Gills can actually pull out really good options from your deck. It's really good, very optional. Okay, next we have the Caretaker. Caretaker, as I said, it combos with Regus Higher Vampire, and you're going to be destroying a lot of cards on your first and second round, so you could also resurrect some useful silver cards from your opponent's graveyard, like Peter and other useful silver cards. Next card is Regus Higher Vampire. It's your consume component and it destroys a bronze card if your opponent is using one. So like, you can consume Neckers to disable that point value. You can disable the card which gains power each time you use a special card, and it also combos with Droga, Caretaker, all that. So this is the last card I have in my deck. It's super useful, guys. Like, holy crap! This is at most 16 point value and denying a card from your opponent's graveyard. It could deny a really good special card. It could also deny stuff from Skellige. It's really useful. Like, that's it for me. Let's get on with the games. An E-Fiend deck. Which race is good? I like this hand actually. fiend. Pretty good. So I'm guessing this is the Spell deck that people have been using. If you're wondering why I consume this, I can summon it with the Drogon if I need to. Surprised they did get any griffins. Okay, that's Tremor. Yeah. It's not good. So Regis or Caretaker, attacking the Morvard. Doesn't really sound that simple, does it? I think I need to get more value from Rat Fiend if I want to consume it. Really? Hmm. 13-point cockatrice. Another Tremor. A lot of net decks. It's pretty sad. For so I guess. You could probably get out Igni that if he has it. It's a high chance he has it. Hmm. Which gets rid of that. Gets rid of everything actually. So if he does Tremor, he doesn't get in more Earth Elementals. See, this is a really good counter to Tremor. Doesn't it get decreased because it resets? It could be a good unseen elder, but I don't think I need to. Don't really want to summon Geels. It's not the time for Geels. It's just get tremored. It's really bad. You're thinking, oh, he's ending. Wow. I win that first round? Yes, 12-point carryover. That still works, that's funny. I like it. No Rot Fiends? Oh, that's pretty bad actually. Get rid of the Griffin. Good attacking. Pretty good. I have no more Neckos in the deck either. So I could play Abia. Doesn't seem that worth it, to be honest. Attacking seems better. Nah, I need that 10. Wow. Thunderbolt. Yeah, it's pretty good. Trying to think. I could try and get Tucker, Gills, Rot Fiend. I think I'd summon Abia. I can't believe people in that deck. It's pretty worrying. Me creating my own decks, feel happy about it. Of course, if I were using an Eridan, that could be a lot different. A lot of thinking time. He has to win this round. Yeah, he figured that out, didn't he? I don't want to play this because he's gonna tremor. I want to go all out this round. Fuck it. I got Turco. Go Turk? No, I got Regis. Okay, that's good. Ouch. That's not good. Really? What? Oh, you get to choose a ghoul. Ooh. Alright. That's That's pretty good actually. More for it. Nah. I want Caretaker. Don't give me Caretaker. I think I'll summon Drog first. It's too bad that someone's in the same row. But then that someone's on a random row, it's weird. Really weird. Okay. Tremor's actually good for him here. Really? Oh. That's not good. Get rid of a knight for a knight. Wow! Really? He wins if he has Scorch. Or a Fiend, right? Okay, so he needs 9 points. Ah, there we go. I should finally beat a spell I tell. Feels good, actually. We're first in a Francesca deck. Oh. Don't need first light. Don't need Cockatrice. That looks pretty good. Don't need more rod. I rack a spell first to get full value from it. Okay. This is a mulligan type deck, right? You can tell with the leader. Yeah. I don't think the... that's pretty good. I don't think the Earth Elemental's useful here, so... Okay. That's alright, I guess. It's a 4-drop, it's pretty bad. Okay. It's alright with me, I guess. Not sure what to do. 6, 4. I could Griffin, get another Nekar out. Other point Rock Fiend. It's alright. Wow. Instantly just went for it. Not much I can kill is okay, that could be my cue. This is hard now. Might do this then. I get more value from that. Is it trying to set me up? So let's see, so 46, 48. Yeah, it's not a lot. Okay, won the first round, it's pretty good. Rotfiend, Ekimara, I think we really Ekimara. Wow. Okay. It's pretty surprising actually. That's a lot of value from the Rotfiend. Francesca's now. I think using my leaders now is good. Get that 3-point value in Neckar. I could go all in. 18 points would put me on 56. He'll have to get 26. It's pretty bad because the lowest one he has is 3. I'll do it. So he has to get 22 points. If he's Scorch, then he's won, really. Oh no, he plays Scorch, he has to play his last card as well, doesn't he? Okay. It's a draw. Oh wow. Huh. Made it a tie. I better beat a Francesca deck.